We are back sluicing. We're gonna see if that Trommel Cut keeps paying out like we're hoping it will, and Frisco falls in love with that brand new service truck. Let's get right into it. That Trommel Cut has basically saved our season.
Words cannot describe how awesome this is. Oh yeah. Oh.
Well, we're back at her. The Trommel Cut is still producing. It's never been as good as that one day you saw, but it's still going, so we're keeping on with it. Frisco's over there doing the tailings. Liam started out sluicing, and I'm gonna take over now so he can truck me some more of that golden pay dirt. There is actually a lot of dirt left in the cut. There's a lot of dirt to move to get to it. Some of it's frozen, some of it's thawed, so we're nearing the end of the season if you can't already see with the trees. So a little bit of a adjustment now, because I think we're going to leave the frozen stuff for next year and just go after what's thawed and sluice as much as we can until Mother Nature forces us out. We are not opening up any more cuts this year. It's too late. We're nearing the end of September and the weather is turning, so it is what it is, and I'm just happy that that Trommel Cut has done what it's done for us, and so we'll just keep carrying on with that until it stops. It is time to do the smash and grab, and we're just gonna take what we can until we're forced out. Business as usual. Well, anyways, I better get back in there so Liam can get trucking, so we'll check in with y'all later. This is gross. This is mud. Okay. Well, it's just that time of year. We've got our days pretty down pat now. We've got some ground still opened up in the Trommel Cut, and it's just every day's kind of the same now. Sluice, 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 and getting as much run through the trommel as we can before winter hits, because you never know at this time of year when you're gonna be forced out. And it's even now to the point where I've told the guys to start gathering up all the chains and stuff that's laying on the ground around camp and up around here in the lay down yard, because one night we could wake up tomorrow morning and there'd be 6 inches of snow, and sometimes it doesn't leave, and then you can't find anything. And it's a real bummer if you don't get everything picked up off the ground and you come here in the spring and you're plowing snow with the bulldozer. Next thing you know, all your stuff is gone because you didn't have foresight to clean it up before the snow hit. So yeah, everybody's exhausted, and because we've been going at it since mid-April, so not a lot of time off and long days every day. And now that it's getting dark, like, we lose a lot of daylight this time of year. 7 minutes in the morning, I think, and 7 minutes at night. So it's dark and it's getting cold, and we are now at the point where we're draining pumps and hoses and everything every night. So it's a lot more work and you get a lot less accomplished, but it is what it is. We're used to that. And you just go with the flow and do the best you can, as always. But luckily, that Trommel Cut has basically saved our season in more ways than one, because we didn't think there was that much dirt there, untouched, mineable pay dirt. And at the beginning, we thought, oh, we'll have a week to 10 days there at the most, and then we'd have to go tackle the Old Timers Cut or go back up to the Glacier Cut and start there. But that cut just kept going. We found the pay streak under the other guys' tailing piles and settling ponds, and so we just dug it all out, and it's still going. So half of it is frozen and the other half is thawed. So we made the decision yesterday to just go after the thawed stuff because time is running out, and I'm not panicking, but it's just, okay, let's see how much thawed dirt we can get to finish our season off strong. And it's been good. The dirt hasn't been as good. We only had that one good day, but man, that's one for the history books in our creek, and that was a day of celebration for sure. And it's gone down, and there was some dry spots as well, but that always happens. It's mining. But all in all, it's been pretty consistent, and it's worth doing, especially the thawed stuff. And because that cut is so close to the plant, like our fuel costs have dropped by, I don't know, 70%, because you're not hauling pay dirt or overburden nearly as far as we normally do. So I should probably change the name of that cut from Trommel Cut to Savior Cut. That's kind of what I did. Alan's just down there getting the rest of the dirt ready so we can keep sluicing. And Frisco, when we don't have to have him hauling or helping Alan strip, he's fixing everything with his brand new toy, and he's loving it. Permagrin on his face every day now, that's for sure. So that's always good, because normally, you know, people get tired and a little bit cranky this time of year, and it's like, you just do after this long, like in the middle of nowhere, and you're 2.5 to 3 hours from town, and your camp is like your community, its own community, its own town, basically. You all live together, work together, eat together. And sometimes you just get tired and cranky because you've been with these people for 6 months, and it's understandable. But Frisco, he's just laughing all day. He's been using that crane already and the welder, and he's got all his drawers organized. Life's good for him. So yeah, now I got to look this winter and see if I can find a similar something for Liam, as in a rock truck. So yeah, I'll be looking for that this winter, I think, and surprise him with that in the spring, I hope. The leaves are starting to fall off the trees, and I hate that. When it's the fall leaves, it's gorgeous, and you know, this landscape, the scenery is just stunning, and then you get one wind and it seems to blow all the leaves off the trees, and that's when it feels really desolate. And then, I don't know, that's when I'm like, we're gonna get snow soon, maybe it's time to call it a day. But I can't when there's dirt in front of the plant and dirt ready to be hauled up to the plant. So yeah, it's a bit of a struggle sometimes, but we'll make her happen. When we did have that really good day, that was a pretty special day. So I know a guy that sells really like high quality meat, so I called him up, and he shipped me up some really nice steak and lobster. So I think we are going to have steak and lobster tonight. They deserve it. Oh, getting more dirt. Excellent. It is very wet dirt because it has been raining for the last 4 or 5 days. Everything's soaked and everything's covered in mud because of where we are. So it's just one more thing to deal with. So the sun finally decided to pop its head out, so Ellen is just giving her loading this section of the Trommel Cut while Liam's hauling it to the plant. Frisco's finished clearing tailings so we can keep sluicing, and he can't wait to tackle the first project with his service truck.
Hello, David.
What's going on?
Too much.
What's happening today?
Today, we're gonna weld some more armor steel in the dump truck, but we're not gonna bend it this time, so just gonna weld it in. We got the pieces all pre-cut. So just gotta hoist them in and weld them up. We'll do a little tour, see what we got in the truck. I got some stuff in there. Honestly, it's probably gonna take me like a year to get it set up to where I want it, but this is a good start, so let's go check it out. So we'll start with the important side. So having the crane on this side, you work out of this side of the truck. So all the important stuff's on this side. So slowly getting there. It's got punches and Allen keys, pliers, snap ring pliers, screwdrivers, wrenches, sockets, ratchets, extensions, big wrenches, and big sockets and big ratchets. So for the air compressor, which is pretty cool too, so it's got its own dryer and an oiling system in it too. So one's a dry and one's an oil. All electrical, all my air stuff, little miscellaneous drawer with lots of little goodies in it. Hammers, filter wrenches, torque multiplier, big taps, big dies, all my O-rings, pry bars, parts bags, marking wire, zip ties. And this is probably my favorite part. Nice workbench, very handy. All my hoisting stuff. Over the winter, I'm gonna build hangers and stuff, so I put my straps and come-alongs and all the big chains and heavy stuff will go on the inside. So, like I said, it's gonna take some time to get it to where I want it, but we'll slowly get there. These are all my welding leads. Stinger, battery-powered welder is a must. And it's the welding cabinet. We do lots of welding, so dedicated a whole cabinet to it. So I got all my rod, all my special rod, gloves, spare stingers, ground clamps, my torches. So oxyacetylene, then I'll have another bottle if I ever want to run gas on my wire feed. And this is gonna be nuts, bolts, hydraulic fittings, and just miscellaneous parts and stuff. Oh, this is actually super slick, like yeah. So it's all adjustable, so you can run different size bottles, and you're not screwing around, chaining them up, ratchet strapped them in like the old truck I used to run. We just had ratchet straps in here, but this is super slick and they're in there for good. So I can have a metric, a standard, hydraulic fittings, caps and plugs, and all my miscellaneous stuff. This thing is beautiful. Yeah, it's like an SLT with like a limited package. So it's got the big screen, heated and cooled seats, good heated steering wheel, like it's freaking spoiled. So it's got all the auxiliary switches so I can run all my outside lights, all my cabinet lights, lit up very nice. So big LED lights all the way around the truck. Every cabinet has its own LED light. And then David's favorite part. Nobody can miss me. We finally fixed the 10, so I did the lift cylinder on it and repacked it, and put it back on, so it was very handy having the crane. My plans the rest of the day, we're gonna haul out the rest of the pay dirt in the last cut before they start pushing into it. And yeah, so then we'll clean the box out of the dump truck and I'll start welding in some plate.
So you might see that crane in action, hoisting that stuff up? Or?
I think so. Yeah, we'd better use it today. Yeah, I'm gonna try the welder out. I haven't welded with it yet. I've used the air compressor on it, but so yeah, I'll hook the wire feed up to it and we'll give it all a good test. Yeah, so I already did, like I said, I did the one job there with the 10 and did the cylinder on it, and oh, it was so nice. So having the crane, and then I had to build a hammer wrench. So oh, my welder's here, torches, just everything's all together, and I wasn't running back and forth to the trailer, and it was very nice. Oh, we're gonna put some AR plate in the dump truck today. We've done hauling pay dirt for the day, so with the 2 sides to do, hopefully we can get it done. Crane's in action. So handy. Sweet. Yeah, so this piece goes right here. So we got 2 on either side. This is where the most wear is. As you can see, it's the original box, so it didn't have a liner in it or nothing, so it's very thin. So yeah, we're gonna armor it up with some AR 400. This is what we bought it for, yeah, so we don't have to bend it today, which is good. yeah, I gotta grind it up, clean it all up. It rained all day yesterday, so there's some rust around. So I'll have to grind it, clean it up, and then go in the box and buff all the box out first. Well, I took a little break. Had some rain, so I had to trim this piece, grind it again, and now hopefully she fits. So just getting ready to hoist it up in there and see if it fits or not. Our new toy, David, crane. It's a 5500 Cobra. Can lift quite a bit of stuff. It's a nice crane actually. And yeah, no more lifting with excavators and I can do it all myself now. It's very nice. Oh yeah, oh. Kinda gotta be crude.
There's no points for the landing though.
No, no. Just like that. So easy. I love this so much, David. Words cannot describe how f***ing awesome this is. Lifting with an excavator, so say if you're lifting like a rod out of a hoe or something, like it's kind of crude, and this you got more feel, right? And it's not as, less chance of wrecking, that's for sure. And having like the winch on it, right? So you can just inch it up. So yeah, it's a lifesaver. If you want to hit the winch down, David?
Yep.
Yeah, a little more. That looks better.
Without me, this whole operation falls apart.
I know, David, I know. I don't know what to do without you. So yeah, it's in place now. It looks pretty good, actually. Fits kind of nice. So now I just got to do some cleaning, clean it up, and get welded.
Look at these steaks, hey? Man, they look good. The life of a mine boss. Well, the life of being me, anyways. Welcome to my kitchen. Now I'm here making dinner. So, was sluicing today, and then Liam took over for me again, so I could come down and make something good for us to eat, which is a daily thing. Oh, to have a camp cook or a kitchen. That's on the wish list for next year. It's, unfortunately, this is how I have to do it because we were leasing ground and it was always a year-to-year thing, so it just didn't make sense to bring in like ATCO camps or anything because it's too hard, too difficult to move them back out if we don't have your own semi and trailer. So right now, this is a big reason why our crew is so small, because I have to cook out of my RV and it's a pain in the ass. But I try and make it work and I try and provide good food. This completely limits me because I have to do lunches as well and then plan the dinner and then go to work up top running whatever machine and doing the books and parts ordering, all that kind of stuff, payroll. It really limits what I'm able to do up top, like in the cut, which is what I actually really like doing, which is running equipment, but it is what it is. So I just go do whatever is needed to make this place run a little bit smoother. And if it comes down to me cooking, well, so be it, I'm the cook. So tonight, after our awesome cleanup last week in the Trommel Cut, I decided to spoil the guys. We are gonna have these magnificent steaks. Look at the marbling on these steaks, people. So those are New York strips. And I think, what do you think, David? Those look like 12-ounce steaks, maybe? So yeah, I'm just gonna season these up a little bit and leave them while we go shut the plant down and clean the box. Normally I have to come down here by 5 and start prepping dinner, and then it's always kind of a rush because I need to have it done before 6 so I can go back up and shut the plant down and clean the box, clean the mats, sluice plant. So I try, nothing's ever super fancy. I wish it was a little bit fancier, but I try to make meals that are really good, but more of lots of them are just comfort meals, you know, where it's gonna be like mounds of pasta or steaks or ribs or just things that are easy to cook but yet are still good. That's my goal, and it doesn't take me forever because I don't have that time. You just do what you got to do to make it work. The list for next year is definitely a cook shack with a sitting area for the crew as well, because they have to be in here. And while it's okay, but then Alan and I really have no privacy. Like, I love those guys. They can sit in here all night long. I don't care. But it would be nice if we had our own kind of just space where my kitchen kind of stayed clean.
You know you're doing a lot, right? Like, you're doing...
It doesn't feel like a lot when I see Frisco or Liam or Alan. You know, they seem to accomplish a lot more than me, so it doesn't seem like a lot, but I mean, I'm tired, so I guess it must be something. I'm exhausted. I need a break. So I'm just gonna pop these lobsters out of their shell, sit them up on top here, put them back in the fridge, and then we will see you up top, and hopefully there's some gold in those mats. Stay tuned. So, we're about to go look at the cleanup. I think he ran for 8.5 hours today because we had to do a little bit more work on the trommel before we fired up. But I'm not expecting big things out of this one because yesterday kind of sucked. Well, actually, it really sucked. And today's dirt's the same, but that's mining. So, like, it can all be 42-ounce days. So we'll go see, but I think we've hit the bottom of that area we were stripping, so it's time to move ahead a little bit, but let's go check it out. Well, Liam? Well. Same as yesterday? A little bit better? You can see a bit, but it sucks. It sucks. When you're used to the blue mats being golden and then you go back down to normal, it sucks. But I think tomorrow we've got new dirt, so hopefully tomorrow will be better, and if not, then it'll be the day after that. You know what,
More it dries, I mean, right up there.
yeah, that's not, it's not horrible, but you're always hoping for all yellow. All right, well, we are definitely not going to clean all the runs tonight because it's just not worth it. So what do you think? Clean the top two?
Top two.
Take a bit of the boil box?
Half the boil box, yeah, top half of it.
We'll go jig and see how much crying I'm going to do. I'm thinking 1/2 ounce an hour. Maybe 3/4.
3/4, yeah.
Maybe.
I think it's 3.
We'll find out. Every frickin' time. It's not awesome.
We'll take it.
We'll take it. We didn't get skunked. Yeah, it sucks. Sadly, this is a feeling I'm used to. Okay, we need more tails. What is this, the money mat? I see gold up there. I think that's the one good bucket out of 3 cleanups. Okay, that is 3 days worth of sluicing. The first day I think was okay, and the next 2 days were garbage, so I'm not expecting a lot out of here. It's obviously time to move forward in the Trommel Cut. So when you get that far down in the bedrock, you know, you get less and less, and now this is obviously not worth scraping anymore. I'm pretty sure. I mean, stranger things have happened. We'll find out in a sec. Yeah, it's garbage. It's not the worst I've ever seen, but that does represent like 30 hours. It's actually not, it's not the worst compared to that 10-hour run. Like, once that stops happening, it's like depression central, but it can't all be like that, and we know that. We've been down this road many times, but we still have gold. You always want to show success, right? Like, you want to show, oh, look at this. This is, again, our best clean out ever. Again, it's our best clean out ever. That's not reality. And so when it's crap, I show the crap.
It's not amazing, but gold's expensive right now, so take it all.
Judging by what I've seen in the bucket there, I'm not expecting the pot of gold. It's not bad. Hey, Liam? No, we'll take it. We did not see that, again, coming down the tray, but sometimes that gold is sneaky. It's so cold. There was ice in the gold pans, ice in the jig. Got to thaw it out before you start it up. So winter is actually coming now. Alan says that all year round, but it actually is coming now. Wow, a bunch more came out. Look what came out after I rinsed out the tray. Must have been some stuck.
That might be the best second roll I've seen.
Things are looking better. Right?
Half as much in there as in that corner.
Yeah, that's actually better than I thought. We didn't see any of this, like, in the runs after.
No.
No.
Not at all.
Oh man, this second cell is like, we might be at half an ounce an hour, maybe, maybe. But at this gold price, that's still good. When it was any time before that, we'd be like, okay, let's go to the next one. Like, this is done. But half an ounce an hour is still worth running. We've already done all the work to get down there, but now, like from last night when we did the cleanup, we know it's done. Like, it's done. You're wearing out your runs and your trommel for when you know there's better gold farther downstream. So yeah, this cleanup is not ideal. Nobody wants that, but it's still good. I'm not complaining. Like, I am never going to complain when yellow rocks show up in your gold pan. Like, it's still okay. And now we know that that part of the cut is done and we can just move on to the next piece. So onwards and upwards. I'm hoping that we have 2 more weeks of sluicing. Each year is different. And so, yeah, we're just going to go attack that thawed dirt so we don't have to deal with frozen pay dirt, and just see how long the Mother Nature lets us keep sluicing. it's a day-by-day situation now. You never know what's going to happen, but I'm still happy with what we've done this year, and if this was it, I'd be okay. Like, I'd be extremely happy. We had a good year with a good crew, so yeah, the more we can do, the better I am. I've seen that pay streak under there, so we're getting rid of that overburden, and we're going to try and sluice it before we get frozen out. That's the plan. After Liam finishes panning that, we'll dry it and just give a dirty way out, because I'd like to see what it went down to from the awesome cleanup down to now what we're at, like farther down in the bedrock. So it'll be interesting to see just how lower it went. It's not horrible though. It's like, I'm surprised there's more in there than I thought there was, so I'm happy. So we'll just finish up here, we'll dry it, and then I'll weigh it up for you guys. Stay tuned. So we've dried the gold, cleaned it a little bit. It's still a little bit dirty though, so let's find out what 30 hours of sluicing did at the end of that section of Trommel Cut. Okay, zero out my scale. Just over 15 ounces in there, which equals about ½ ounce an hour, which is kind of what we thought when we were cleaning the mats and after we were jigging it. So as miners, we're always hoping for more, but hey, it's still a good day. ½ ounce an hour, I'm happy with that at the end of that cut. So at the end of the day, it's still yellow. There's still yellow in my pan. This wasn't a defeat. All pay streaks end. Like, you're in a certain amount of a cut, right? And it's only this long and this wide, and that's all there is in that cut. The farther down you go into the bedrock, it's gonna stop eventually. So we just keep scraping it until we get to about this point, and that's where we hit this week. In the meantime, we are stripping the next section, and it is thawed. So I hope you'll join us again next week as we start sluicing the next section of the Trommel Cut, and we're hoping for the next big pay streak. Until then, my friends, may your beer be cold and your pans heavy. Cheers.